create a haiku based on the overall setting of the echoing planes. 5 planes in chorus cause pulse echoes, shaping life. Magic imbues us. Describe the greatest city in the echoing planes. The city of resonance, nestled within the crystalline plane of duo, stands as the greatest city in the echoing planes, a dazzling urban expanse shaped by the crystal-born. It's a living testament to their magical mastery over crystal manipulation. Resonance is ever-changing, mirroring the fluid nature of its inhabitants. Its layout shifts subtly with the rhythm of the core, its structures dancing to the beat of the echoing planes. Skyward towers of opalescent crystal catch the light from Duo's prismatic sun, refracting it into a mesmerizing kaleidoscope of color that dances across the cityscape. The buildings themselves are marvels of architecture, crafted from various crystal types that reflect different magical properties. The harmony of this magical resonance imbues the city with a serene energy, making it a haven for scholars and magic users seeking to understand the mysteries of the echoing planes. The heart of the city houses the Crystal Oracle, a gigantic, multifaceted gem that pulses with the energy of the core. It serves as a beacon for all plane walkers, its light visible across all planes, guiding those who wish to learn and explore. In resonance, the grandeur of the echoing planes is crystallized in one harmonious city, where magic, knowledge, and the rhythm of the core converge in a beautiful symphony. The city represents the potential of harmony among the planes, a shining jewel reflecting the collective splendor of the echoing planes. What plans does the rogue crystal-born Obsidian Shard have with resonance? The Obsidian Shard, in his quest for power and control, seeks to manipulate resonance for his nefarious purposes. He aims to tap into the power of the Crystal Oracle at the heart of the city, believing that it contains a concentrated essence of the core's energy. He plans to manipulate this energy, severing Duo from the other echoing planes, and consolidating the plane's magic for himself. In his skewed view of reality, he believes that the crystal-born and their crystal magic are superior to the other beings of the echoing planes. The Obsidian Shard thinks that by isolating Duo, he can create a utopia for his kind, unimpeded by the inferior influences of the other planes. The transformation of resonance, the greatest city of Duo and arguably the echoing planes, into the center of his regime is a symbolic move for the Obsidian Shard. It would represent the superiority of the crystal-born and their magic. However, such a drastic alteration to the balance of the echoing planes would likely have catastrophic consequences. The Obsidian Shard's plan would disrupt the harmony of the planes, potentially leading to a destabilization of the core and endangering the echoing planes' inhabitants. What does religion look like in the echoing planes? Are there any religions that permeate more than one plane? In the echoing planes, religion largely revolves around the core and its rhythmic pulses that shape and fuel the magic of their realms. While each plane recognizes and reveres the core, the specifics of their beliefs and practices vary, reflecting the unique characteristics of their plane. In Duo, the Crystalborn revere the core as the prime resonance, the original vibration that birthed their crystalline realm. Their faith centers on achieving a harmonic resonance with the prime resonance, with crystal meditation and music playing significant roles in their practices. The Gearborn of Pentus perceive the core as the grand mechanism, an intricate celestial clockwork that powers the cosmos. Their faith involves understanding and appreciating the complexity and precision of this grand mechanism. Artisanal craftsmanship and mechanical ingenuity are sacred practices in their religion. In Tertius, the Canopians see the core as the world root, the life-giving source from which all of nature springs. Their worship involves living in harmony with nature, nurturing the growth around them, and respecting the natural cycles of life and decay. The aeronauts of Trio interpret the core as the celestial symphony, a grand cosmic orchestra producing the beautiful music of existence. Their worship practices involve composing and performing intricate harmonies that echo the perceived music of the core. For the glowworms of Hexus, the core is the radiant heart. the brilliant source of all luminary energy. Their faith revolves around channeling and spreading this radiant energy, believing that they bring light to the shadowed corners of existence. In Quartus, the gravitas perceive the core as the unseen anchor, a grounding force that holds all planes together. Their religious practices involve silent contemplation and meditation on the pull of this unseen anchor. There isn't a single religion that permeates all the planes, but all faiths respect the core's fundamental role, creating a shared reverence for it across the echoing planes. This respect for the core forms a kind of spiritual unity among the planes, despite their diverse interpretations and practices. Recently, as the threat of the obsidian shard looms, some plane walkers and scholars have started to propagate the idea of a more unified interplanar faith to bring the planes closer together and counter the growing danger. What does this unified faith under the plane walkers look like? What are the main doctrines and practices? The unified faith proposed by the plane walkers is centered around the concept of interplanar harmony, acknowledging the individual interpretations of the core while emphasizing its role as the singular unifying element across all echoing planes. This faith is often referred to as core harmonism. Core harmonism is built around several main doctrines. 1. Unity in diversity. This doctrine respects and celebrates the diverse interpretations of the core across the planes. It emphasizes that while each plane experiences the core differently, they all stem from the same source of energy and existence. 2. Interplanar respect and empathy. This principle encourages understanding and empathy between the inhabitants of different planes. It promotes interplanar exchange, cultural understanding and cooperation, aiming to strengthen the bonds between the planes. 3. Balanced existence. This doctrine focuses on living in harmony with the core and its rhythms, regardless of the plane one inhabits. It teaches the importance of maintaining the balance of energy and not exploiting or disrupting the core's rhythms for selfish gains. 4. Stewardship of the planes. This principle emphasizes the shared responsibility of all inhabitants to preserve and protect the echoing planes and their natural flows of magic. It encourages sustainable use of magic and proactive efforts to safeguard the interplanar ecosystem. In terms of practices, core harmonism promotes the exchange of practices from different planes, fostering understanding and mutual respect. It encourages practices that align with the rhythms of the core, such as meditation, rhythmic movement, harmonious music, balanced use of magic, and cultural exchange ceremonies. Planewalkers often act as spiritual guides and ambassadors in this faith, using their unique position to promote interplanar understanding and peace. They share teachings and practices across planes, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. Core harmonism is still in its early stages, but it is gradually gaining followers as more and more beings recognize the need for unity and cooperation to face the looming threats to the echoing planes. That concludes some of the intricacies of the lore in the echoing planes, brought to you entirely by AI, featuring ChatGPT, MidJourney and ElevenLabs. If you made it this far, thanks for watching.